this video we're going to be making the arrangement in this wonderful little cord. It matches all of our flowers, greens and pinks, gift box. So the design we're going to end up with is we're going to position the gift box something like this. I'm going to line this with 3 layers of cellophane. Cellophane is going to be hanging over the top, and then I'm going to fill that with our florist foam. Let's get started. Okay, I filled the box, lined it with cellophane, 3 layers, and then just for safety I took 2 grocery store bags inside of each other, stuff that in, and then put the foam inside that. This is now very waterproof because I don't want the box to get wet at all, and then afterwards the box can be reused. Okay, for this design I want us to keep in mind that we're going to utilize the lid as the box as well. So if we have the lid setting like this on an angle, the concept is we want to have the flowers higher here but still mounded toward the back of the lid, but we want to push a more mound flowing this way. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me remove the lid, I don't want to damage it while we're doing this. We'll start with a white hydrangea, sharp cut, and I'm going to start at the back here. I'm going to do sort of a straight up and down, firmly down all the way as you can get it into the foam, and another white hydrangea, sharp cut, and we're going to angle same spot further down in because I want the back one a tad bit taller. So we're moving this way. Next I'm going to add some of the pink hydrangea we've used previously. Brush cut. And I'm going to start filling around all of the white hydrangea with the pink. Okay, so here's our design so far. And what I've done is I've basically made a collar with a hot pink hydrangea around the 2 large pieces of white. Here's a large piece. These are florets that I cut off of a larger stem, and then 2 medium-sized pieces here. Okay, let me turn the box toward you. I'm keeping this towel under here because I want to keep the bottom of the box dry in case we have any spillage whatsoever. So I've left this dead spot over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of our hot pink peonies. Sorry, that was my battery. We're going to keep adding hot pink. I'm going to do 3 around the edge here. So you have this white flowing into all of this pink. And turn the box toward you some more. And I'm going to put one here, hanging over the edge. And once again, here's the front of the design. Okay, I just had to replace our batteries. So what we're going to start doing now is we're going to start adding more focal flowers. Right now what we have is just basically a filler of hydrangea and 3 of our large peony focal flowers. So I'm going to start adding in pink everywhere around here, breaking up this big cluster of white, and reminder we're going to have the lid of the box right here. So I have some fresh cut roses here, and we're going to start angling into the foam out towards the guest's face. These are opening very pretty. And I want to do about a cluster of 3 here. And then work, I'm tucking between the florets of the hydrangea. And we do a cluster of 3 here. When you're working with longer stem roses, always give them a fresh cut. I'm reusing these roses from another design just to show you this design. And I'm also going to aim toward the guest's face. So these are already cut short. I have been keeping them in tubes in water so I can reuse them. And the set of 3 there. I'm going to add some longer roses up in here. So let me just grab 3 more on my knife. Sharp cut to the stem. Very bulky stem on these roses. And once again, I'm going to keep aiming forward. Separate the florets of the hydrangea. Don't want to smash as we're pushing into the foam. And aim forward. Let me go more in here. And one more. Separate the hydrangea so I can get a nice inner approach here. Don't want to smash the florets of the hydrangea. And ups a little. Okay, next I'm going to add the heather. Just because this is a more fun design. It's in a box. It's whimsical. It looks like a gift. So the heather is very whimsical, funny. So I'm going to do this in groups of 3. Sharp cuts to the bottom. And I'm going to be tucking these into the middle of the white. So I have a nice contrast between the pink and the white. Very cute. I'm going to go for 3 here. This has little baby heads on it. I'm going to leave them on. I'm going to aim it in here. There's a hollow spot. And consider this sort of a filler flower, even though it's very, can stand alone by itself. The vase of these by themselves is very nice. And I'm going to go over here close to the peony. And spread another one. This hydrangea is very healthy and doesn't want to move over. And there we go, we have another one. Add some more to back here where the lid of the box will be. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add some of our green tulips to make the green pop in our box. We have a lot of green going on in the Veronica, and I'm just going to make the green pop more by adding our green tulips and a few stems of green and burgundy Cymbidium orchids. So I have a few cut short here that are in full bloom. I'm going to use them first. So here we go. Down into the foam. If you were using your own flowers, I've had mine already cut because I've used this design, these flowers to make another design.